sir.
Reverse, hurry up.
Yes, sir. Use my gun, sir.
904, code 2, Marina Drive. Let's go.
Beautiful shot, sir. Right in the tire.
I was aiming for the windshield.
There's just one thing I've got to know, sir. How'd you know it was the Mullaney brothers?
Well, the important thing is we caught him.
Oh, no, sir. The important thing is that you made my weekend. The chief said that if we cracked this case, I was invited to his houseboat. 2 days in the sun. Closed eyes, open beer, and you're welcome too, sir.
No, I've got something far more exciting to do. Saturday brunch at my mother-in-law's.
I think it's very sweet of my mother to have us over to brunch today.
It's very sweet of your mother to have us over for brunch today.
Why are you acting this way?
What way?
As though you had to go to the dentist. Every time you have a dental appointment, you get that look on your face. And don't ask me what look. You know what look.
As if I'd rather be going any place else.
Exactly.
Any place, that is, except to my mother-in-law's for Saturday brunch.
You like my mother.
I adore your mother. Everybody knows I only married you to be next to your mother. She's a warm, charming, delightful woman, and I love her desperately. But she's the world's worst cook. If she weren't my mother-in-law, I'd have her arrested for what she does in the kitchen. She could get 1 to 10 just for her tuna fish.
You're exaggerating. You still got it.
I have.
Mm-hmm. Imagine an old married lady like me and I still hear bells when you kiss me.
What's even more amazing, I hear bells when he kisses you. Hello.
Mom.
Hi, come on in. You're just in time. I just took the muffins out of the oven. And it's such a lovely day, I thought we'd eat on the terrace.
Oh, what a nice idea. It'll be like a picnic.
And if I and the ants don't show up.
You want a bet?
Did you say something?
Oh, Mother, it was nothing important. It was just Mac making another one of his indecent propositions. Man's terribly oversexed, you know.
How delightful.
How about we have a toast? May we all be in heaven 30 minutes before the devil knows we're dead.
Skull.
Here's mud in your eye.
I thought it was a wonderful toast. Enright taught it to me. It's Irish. He taught me a curse. You want to hear it? It's a corker.
What's a brunch without a curse?
May you die and be reincarnated as a chandelier.
A chandelier?
Hang by day and burn by night.
And that's Irish?
Jewish.
Enright gets around.
Thanks, Mother.
Now I know you level that curse at.
I heard that, Mac. You haven't even given my eggs a chance.
That makes both of us.
You don't like them. I put in something new.
The shells.
Doesn't everyone?
Ah, my favorite. Shoelaces and eggs.
Half right. Try again.
Okay, shoelaces and give up.
Shall we?
Must we?
You silly raised him properly.
It wasn't easy. Time was, you couldn't take him anyway.
It must have been terrible for you, dear.
How is it that all women have the capacity for making a full-grown, mature male feel as though he's only 8.5 years old?
Oh, did you see? We got our pictures in the Daily Post at the charity ball.
It looks like I have a double chin.
Nonsense, it's just a shadow. Doesn't Mac look nice in his tuxedo? Mm-hmm. Oh, I almost forgot. The editorials about Mac.
What does it say?
They were commending Mac for his speech the other night at the Chamber of Commerce. Something about,
No, thank you.
cracking down on police corruption.
What police corruption?
Leave it to the Daily Post. It came to my attention that off-duty cops never get traffic tickets, and I'm against that kind of favoritism. I don't care who it is behind the wheel. A moving violation is a moving violation. If anything, we got to be tougher on ourselves and each other, because we're supposed to be setting an example. Thank you very much.
Bravo. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. He loved it.
Well, it had nothing to do with police corruption. The Post just burns me up.
Who's that? Oh, excuse me.
It really is pretty awful, isn't it?
If the chickens knew about your mother, they wouldn't even bother laying the things. I didn't know that Betty Crocker married Attila the Hun. Did you?
Oh, Francesca, that's
No,
awful.
I'm just beside myself,
Oh,
Emily.
of course you are. Oh, John, we'll help. Wait. This is my friend Francesca Fairborn. She lives downstairs in 9A. It seems Francesca's dog has been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Dog-napped? Is that a word?
How do you know your dog just didn't get lost? I mean, have you checked with the pound?
I don't need to. I received a ransom note. That's why I brought my troubles to my friend Emily here. I don't keep that kind of money in the apartment.
Francesca, this is my daughter, Sally, and her husband, Stuart McMillan.
Yes.
How much are they asking?
100.
Yeah, it's become a real problem. A lot of drug addicts have been stealing dogs and then selling them back for $100, $200.
$100,000.
$100,000?
For a dog?
Not just a dog. It is the Princess Anastasia. Well, even the Queen of England doesn't have a lineage like hers.
$100,000?
Can you describe her?
Oh, her breed is Pekingese. Her coat is cinnamon with just a touch of fawn.
You mean brown?
It has the luster of silk. Oh, and the way she walked. So dainty. So a true princess.
Well, from your description, Mrs. Fairborn, I'm sorry, but all I seem to be able to understand is unless you really knew your dog, why, it would look pretty much like your everyday, cinnamon Pekingese.
Perhaps it would help if I described my husband, George. He is 6 feet tall. He has curly hair and blue eyes.
You lost me. I mean, why would it help us find your dog if we knew what your husband looked like?
Oh, they took him, too.
We have the one you love. Get $100,000. Don't call the police. You'll hear from us soon. When did you receive this?
I found it in my mailbox shortly before I went up to Emily's.
How long has Mr. Fairborn been missing?
Well, George was taking Anastasia to see Dr. Carmichael for a checkup this morning. But actually, the last time I saw either of them was about 8 o'clock last night. Well, I wasn't feeling well, and I took a sleeping powder. Anastasia.
Mrs. Fairborn, about your husband.
Come. Where did I put... Ah, yes. Here is the princess. And I have others, too.
What a lovely bed you have here.
We enjoy it. Oh, the poor sensitive darling. I know she won't sleep a wink till I get her home again.
Mrs. Fairborn, you don't seem to realize that your husband's life is in danger.
Here is a picture of the princess when she is just 3 months old.
Would you by any chance have a photograph of...
Is it?
Lying around?
Of whom?
Your husband.
Oh, of course not. Well, now, wait just a moment. I think I may have one in the living room. Please, might we adjourn? I would like to adjourn. I don't want the princess to return to a germ-laden boudoir. She is so susceptible. Please, do come. Do hurry, please. There he is, holding Anastasia. It has been a great comfort for me to share the princess at this time of anguish. It's almost like having her here with me. Thank you, Mrs. Mackenzie. Thank you, Mr. Mackenzie.
The name, Mrs. Fairborn, is not Mackenzie, it's McMillan. Stuart McMillan.
How nice.
I'm the commissioner of police.
Police? Ah, well, I assume you will treat this matter with confidence.
Well, it is a police matter, you understand?
You are in my home because you are Emily's son-in-law. You are privy to certain confidences because of that relationship, not because you are police commissar.
Commissioner?
Whatever. Not being a member of the criminal element, it is of no interest to me who is on the police force. Good day.
A kidnapping, Mrs. Fairborn, is police business. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to take this ransom note down to police headquarters for laboratory analysis.
I most certainly do mind.
I can assure you that the police will do nothing to interfere with...
The police are already interfering. Now, if you will excuse me.
Where are we going?
See, Yekel, I hate to ruin his weekend.
Watch your fingers. Why?
This isn't my day.
Why?
Why isn't it my day, or why do I hate to ruin his weekend?
The latter. Why are we dashing off to see him?
Well, granted, he's not much to look at, but he is my chief of police.
Yes, but why are we going to see him now?
Because it's Saturday and it's a perfect time to discuss a kidnapping.
Mrs. Fairborn doesn't want the police involved.
I heard her, Sally. With these ears of mine, I heard her. Just so happens that these ears are attached to the commissioner of police.
I know, darling. Very nicely, too. But they also belong to Emily's son-in-law, and that's who Mrs. Fairborn was confiding in.
It's the kidnappers who don't want the police involved. Bank robbers and murderers feel exactly the same way. They think we're a real nuisance, too.
It's just, Mac, that morally, no, I think I mean ethically. Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. But Mrs. Fairborn wasn't talking to the police. She was talking to you, Stuart McMillan.
Wrong again. She was talking to some guy named Mackenzie.
You have a very unfair way of winning an argument.
Thank you.
Mac, you said it yourself. She was talking to a man named Mackenzie, so in a sense, you were wiretapping, only without the wires.
We'll argue the ethics of plain old wiretapping later. That is, you and Mr. Mackenzie can argue about it. And the commissar will be busy trying to earn his salary. No, I don't want to discuss it anymore.
That's because you know I'm right?
Sally.
I should worry. I have a clear conscience. I can sleep at night.
Wait here. Pardon me.
Yes, sir.
Did you happen to see Mr. Fairborn this morning?
Yes, I believe it was around 9 or 9:30.
And did he have his dog with him?
Let's see, he checked his mailbox, then he went down to the garage to get his Jaguar. And as I remember, yes, he did have that thing with him.
What thing?
The dog, if you can call that thing a dog. Me, I got a German Shepherd home that eats more than that for breakfast. You can't call that scoundrel thing a dog. It's more like a pet rat, if you know what I mean. Now you take my German Shepherd. There's a dog that a man doesn't mind being seen in public with, if you get what I mean.
I believe I do.
And his name is Duke.
It's a very nice name.
That's what all his friends call John Wayne, you know, Duke.
I've heard that. What time is the mail delivered?
About 9 or 10. But Duke, that's a name that a man isn't ashamed of acknowledging. Hey, Duke! Roll over Duke! Move Duke! Kill Duke! If you get my drift.
It would be well nigh impossible not to see what you mean or to get your drift, if you see what I mean. Thank you.
Nice fella. I think he gets what I mean.
You're not healing.
Oh, very funny. Where are we going?
Yekel's houseboat.
Mrs. Fairborn said
Sally, I thought we had that all settled.
that I will not be party to a breach of ethics.
Are you telling me you won't drive me to Yekel's?
I will not drive the police commissioner to Yekel's. I will not be party to a...
Okay. Saint Sally of Assisi. I'll drive.
involved, I wouldn't involve the police. I'd just pay the money. All that would matter to me would be your safety.
You, of all people, Sally, should know better. The police would never do anything to jeopardize the victim's safety. It's a police policy to stay in the background until the victim is safe.
Mac.
I don't want to discuss it anymore.
I know, darling, but I think that he would like to discuss something with you.
He who?
He, him, that's who.
Oh.
He says to go there, Mac. Did you bring your license?
Yes, I have my license.
I'm afraid you missed the turnoff for the Indianapolis a couple of blocks back, fella.
Is that so?
Yeah, boy, the way you were zipping down that highway. You're the commissioner, aren't you? Sure is a nice day, isn't it?
Very nice.
A nice day for a drive. I mean, on a day like this, I guess anybody would just like to go zipping along the highway.
Was I speeding?
Well, we don't want to make a federal case out of it. Have a nice day, Commissioner.
Officer,
Yes, sir.
aren't you going to write me up?
Write you up?
You're aware of my recent edict?
Oh, yes, you mean about no favoritism when it comes to traffic violations.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yes, I'm quite aware of it, sir. I read it several times.
Didn't you think I meant it?
Oh, yes, sir. Of course you did, sir.
Well, then write me up.
Are you sure you won't have any afterthoughts? I mean, people do change their mind.
No, I won't change my mind.
It's human nature to change your mind.
Officer, you were doing your duty.
Oh, yes, sir. If you say so, sir. I'll put you down as being very cooperative.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. I mean, it's an honor. I mean, you're welcome. Your license will be returned to you at the hearing. That's part of your new system.
Yes, I remember.
Well, see ya.
Officer.
Huh? Oh, the ticket.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You stuck to your guns even when they were aimed at you.
Without a license, you're not allowed to drive. And if you recall, I got your license.
I'll drive, officer.
You got a license, ma'am?
Yes, officer.
Fine. Well, I'll see you.
I could take a cab.
I'd rather you paid me than some strange cab driver.
I hear the fares have gone up.
We rely on tips. Please don't fool with the meter while our cab is in motion.
Hi, Commissioner.
Hi.
Hi, Mac. Sally? Hey, come on aboard and have a beer.
Sorry, it's not a social visit.
Oh, what's up?
Francesca Fairborn, you heard of her?
Oh, sure.
Kidnapping. Her husband. They're demanding $100,000. The ransom note warned her not to call the police, and that's the way she wants to play it.
Man, that's the way the kidnappers want her to play it, too. Doesn't she realize the risk she's taking, not letting us in on it? Somebody's got to convince her that their lives at stake here.
Sally, why don't you convince Francesca Fairborn
How can I convince her when I'm not convinced myself?
What aren't you convinced of?
that the police should be involved?
Oh, Sally, this is a serious crime.
It's just that Mrs. Fairborn wants to handle this herself, and it seems to me that...
If Mrs. Fairborn wants to handle it herself, that lets the kidnappers free to kidnap someone else, or to take her money and not return her husband, or to just raise the ante. Does Mrs. Fairborn want to handle that?
He's absolutely right. Well, he is.
You know, Sally, your father taught me never to play high-stakes poker with a stranger. And I think the high stake here is a man's life.
I'll talk to my mother. Maybe she'll swing more weight with Mrs. Fairborn.
Atta slugger, why don't you do it now? Come on, Enright. You and me have to see a man about a dog.
Yeah, well, there goes the weekend.
Are you shopping or just looking, sir?
The doorman said Fairborn drove a Jag. This is his. Have it impounded.
Yes, sir.
What do you want?
Mr. McMillan is here to see you. He says it's a police matter.
This is Bolinsky. Dr. Carmichael's busy.
So am I. Has Mr. Fairborn been in today?
No, I don't believe so.
The men are on their way to pick up Fairborn's car, sir, and I told them to check out everything completely. A real thorough check. You know, fingerprints, carpet stains, ashtrays, tire treads, glove compartment, the whole works. You know, these guys usually don't leave any Gesundheit, sir, behind, but it never hurts to give a complete check. Like the commissioner's told me many times, police work is merely Gesundheit, sir, the putting together of 1,000 little clues into one great big fact. In fact,
Thank you, Sergeant.
Enright, Sergeant.
How do you do, Enright?
You McMillan?
I am Commissioner of Police.
Well, I am Dr. Langston Carmichael. Whatever it is you have to say better be pretty important. I've got one sick bunny in there.
Has George Fairborn been in here today?
No, he hasn't. He was supposed to be. That is, the princess was supposed to come in for her checkup. But they haven't arrived. Never even phoned to cancel.
His car's in your parking lot.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, it is.
Now, if your curiosity is satisfied, we have work to do. Mr. McMillan, we are here to cure illness, not to inflict it. Come, Bernie. We've a bunny to save.
Well, it must be a nice business.
How do you mean?
Well, even if you lose the patient, you still have the makings of a good stew. Sayonara.
Hello. This is Dr. Carmichael. Yes. The police were just here.
Hi. How's it coming?
Almost ready, sir.
Make a step. Sally, Mother, Mrs. Fairborn, I'm glad you decided to cooperate.
Well, I already ruled that decision. All these strangers milling about, everything topsy-turvy. I only did it for dear Emily.
Have you raised the ransom?
Yes, well, nearly. My attorney, Rudolph Dimrose, is bringing by the final 20,000.
The wiretap's all ready, sir. It starts automatically.
Oh, good.
Now, what do we do next?
We wait for the phone to ring. And then we let it ring twice. Then you must keep them talking as long as you can. Do you understand?
Yes.
But don't let them get suspicious. Play it cool.
Certainly. Cool. Yes? No, Oh, for heaven's sake. Lucille, really, I can't just... But... No. I didn't know. Oh, well, I really have no hope for that marriage in the first place, dear.
Mrs. Fairborn.
Dear, could you please call me back later? Ciao. That is Lucille Shortle. She's the most horrible gossip in the whole world. My dear, you just should have seen what went on at Biarritz. These two people, they absolutely were impossible. I never talk about that.
Mrs. Fairborn, quickly.
Well, I told her to call back later. Yes?
Mrs. Fairborn,
Yes.
you got the money?
No, I haven't raised the money yet.
Did you call the police?
It is Saturday after all, you... No, I have not contacted the police. Please, how is my dark... He hung up.
Did the voice sound familiar to you?
It was a man's voice. I didn't recognize it.
Why don't I make some coffee? I'm sure we could all use some. Come, show me where you keep everything.
Yes.
I think it's beginning to hit her.
Yes. Getting the note is one thing. It's impersonal. Like something you read about happening to someone else.
And she thought she wanted to handle it herself.
I think it's hitting me, too. Knowing there's somebody out there playing a cat and mouse game like that.
Maybe we should take you home.
Who are you? Rudolph Dimrose. I'm here to see Mrs. Fairborn.
Rudolph.
Francesca!
Oh, how dear of you to come. Rudolph, I would like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Carlton Mackenzie.
For you.
So thoughtful.
And the money, so difficult to raise on a Saturday. Made me nervous just carrying such an amount on my person. The streets have become a virtual jungle.
A virtual jungle.
Come on, Jane. It's time to go back to our treehouse. I'll take her home, and I'll be right back. Who do you think he is? Who does he think he is, making a remark like that about our city? What's his name? Dim? What's his name? Dim?
Rose. Matt.
Dim Rose. Get in the car, Sally. He called our city a virtual jungle. I checked the other cities. He thinks he's been around all over the place. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Mac.
Who does he think he is?
You've forgotten. You've been grounded, Commissar.
Oh.
I feel so sorry for Mrs. Fairborn. It's so cruel somebody just taking over with somebody like that.
She doesn't care a thing about her husband or anything.
Mac.
What?
Look! It's that dog, the princess, and then there's a man chasing her.
No, Sally, go after the dog, not the man. You, hold it.
Princess, heel. Oh, my heel. Wait a minute. Princess, wait a minute. Princess, pretty princess. Oh, princess!
here, Princess.
Princess, little champion, champion. Where are you, little champion? Princess, princess. Ooh, ooh, princess. Princess, hi. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Come here. I got you, Princess. I got you.
Mac.
Ah, Sally. Where's the dog you were chasing?
Home, where she belongs. Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Mugged by a Pekingese.
She's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny.
Hi, Commissioner. Wait till you get a load of this.
She's a jolly good fellow. She's a jolly good fellow.
I suppose you know that Her Highness has returned. What do you make of it, sir?
Well, she must have escaped somehow. The fellow was chasing her, got away. I didn't get a good look at him.
Which nobody can deny. Mr. Mackenzie, champagne, the princess is back. She's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny.
Mrs. Fairborn, answer the telephone.
Oh, which nobody can deny. Nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny. Yes?
Mrs. Fairborn.
This is Francesca Fairborn.
$100,000?
Yes, I have. Collected the entire amount.
You'll get instruction.
No. No, I wouldn't be the slightest bit interested in your instructions. The one I love is safe, thank heavens. Say something, darling. If you think that philandering fortune hunter you're holding is worth $100,000, I suggest you keep him. Ciao. You wish to handle this case? Well, your wish is granted. All that matters is the princess is back. That and getting her groomed in time for the dog show Sunday.
We were talking about a human being, your own husband.
He was my indulgence. A momentary lapse in judgment on my part. Let's say a cream puff one allows oneself in the middle of an otherwise very, very strict diet. I'm certain that you understand, don't you, dear?
I certainly do, Francesca.
But your husband is in danger.
Never fear. George is the kind of man who will die in bed.
Shot to death by an irate husband, no doubt.
You were willing to pay $100,000 for this little pile of hair, but not for your own husband?
This little piece of hair is worth 100,000, George Fairborn.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit, Mac.
Dear Rudolph, please, would you keep the ransom money until Monday? I don't have a safe. I wouldn't sleep a wink knowing there was that much money in the apartment.
Francesca, would it be awful of me not to? I don't have a safe at home either. And there have been so many burglaries in my area.
We have a safe. Don't we, Mac?
Yes. We have a safe. I'll keep it until Monday.
Under the circumstances, this is indeed very kind of you, Mr. Mackenzie.
McMillan.
Oh.
This belongs to you, I believe.
Would you mind terribly keeping it for me, too? It isn't all mine, and I'd feel better if I knew it was safe.
Until Monday morning, Mrs. Fairborn.
Thank you.
Mr. McMillan, we'd appreciate a receipt. It is $100,000. And even police commissioners, after all, are only human and therefore subject to temptation.
I know what you mean. Like right now, I'm really tempted to
Mac.
give you a receipt. I presume the count is accurate. Mrs. Fairborn, won't you reconsider? The kidnappers might call back. This money could mean the difference. Now, however you feel about your husband, surely you wouldn't want to be responsible for his death.
Well, perhaps I was a bit hasty. We are exhausted. If we could just lie down,
All right, I'm going to the office. If they call back, call me right away, day or night, please.
Please, will you excuse us? Of course, darling.
Sally.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, darling.
Ann? Ann?
Mac, it's Saturday. You're closed. There is no Ann.
Sure there is. You. Now, look, do me a favor, Ann. Help me make a lot of calls, will you?
Right, Commissioner.
I don't understand. That woman, how could your mother have such a friend? What does she mean I'll have to think about it? What's there to think about? Doesn't she realize her husband could...
Could be what? Could be killed, Mac.
Of course he could be killed. Now, let's do everything we can. You know how to use a call director?
No, but it doesn't look too complicated.
Okay, then get me Enright, file room, and police garage.
It's getting complicated.
Find all the numbers in the Rolodex.
Mac,
What?
where's the Rolodex?
Under the typewriter table. When you get a number, buzz me.
Mac?
What?
What's your number?
It's in the Rolodex.
Mac, you're impossible.
That's possible.
All right. Mac, another light went on. What does that mean?
What?
Oh, it's you. Hi.
Hi. Are you getting me a number or not?
Yes, I got you Enright. I think. 2007.
Hello, Enright? Hello? You disconnected me. Sally. Sally. Sally,
Yes,
you disconnected me.
I did.
Why didn't you answer the buzzer?
Nothing buzzed.
Nothing buzzed. It always buzzes.
Why don't you sit here and I'll go in there and try the buzzer and we'll see whether or not it works or not, okay?
Okay.
It's a good way to find out.
Are you buzzing me?
Yes, dear.
Okay, you win.
Would you like me to get you in right now?
Yes, please.
What's his number?
553. I'll get it. He's not in. Give him the police garage.
You said the file room.
Okay, the file room.
Here's the file room.
Sammy? Yes, of course I'm in the office. Now, I want an immediate rundown on Francesca Fairborn, George Fairborn, her husband, Rudolph Dimrose, her attorney, and Langston Carmichael, he's a veterinarian, and his assistant, something Ski, Belinsky, Bernie Belinsky, right. Oh, he is, good. Send him up. Enright's here. Now get me the...
Police garage.
Okay. Hello. Hey, you're getting good.
Thank you.
But not perfect. Who am I talking to? Oh, Jeffrey's good. This is Mac. By any remote chance, is there an M.O. on kidnappers who take dogs, or raise dogs, or use dogs, or own Pekinese, Pekini? Find out everything as soon as you can.
I was working on the background checks when you called, sir. Here they are now.
How you doing, Sergeant?
Yeah. Names, addresses, birthplaces, birth dates.
There's something strange about the ransom note, sir. It read, we have the one you love. I would have written, we have your husband.
Well, maybe they thought that she loved him. Oh, well, some women love their husbands. It's been known to happen.
Do you think they could have known they were going to kidnap him at the Dog Kennel parking lot, sir?
It's more than likely. It's a good choice. Saturday morning, the whole area is deserted.
Yeah, well, then someone must have told them. I'll have to run a check on all of Fairborn's friends.
Right. Call me the minute you find anything. We'll be home all evening.
Mildred, Mr. McMillan might receive an urgent telephone call in the middle of the night, so don't be frightened. We'll take it.
Okay, if that's the way you want it.
Mac?
Hmm?
What do you think is going to happen to him now?
Lucky to be run over by a car.
Fairborn?
No, Dimrose.
I'm talking about Fairborn.
Oh, well, hard to say.
You don't think they'll kill him, do you? Isn't that be awful? Mac, you've got to convince Mrs. Fairborn in the morning. How could somebody do such a thing to their own husband?
Who did what to whose husband?
It's nothing, Mildred.
Oh, sure. And I was born yesterday. The missus sits here like the guest of honor at a wake, talking about some grisly business, and the police commissioner tells me it's nothing.
Don't stand on ceremony, Mildred. Pour yourself a drink and join us.
No thanks. I already have one. Well, what is it, homicide?
Kidnapping.
Oh, yeah? I just finished a kidnapping. I prefer a good homicide.
Mildred, how can you read those books? Don't they give you nightmares?
No, but the newspapers do. All those unsolved crimes. Doesn't happen that way in my book. They always get the guilty party. No matter how clever they are, they always slip up. As Inspector Gerard always says...
I love you.
The criminal is a flawed individual. The problem is simply in discovering that flaw. Oh, there's too much vermouth in that. Inspector Gerard's a wonderful man. You'd like him. He lives all alone except for his faithful housekeeper, Agnes. Oh, he was married, but his wife was killed in the war. They were in the resistance together. I don't think there's anything going on between him and Agnes, but then you never know. I mean, they're both French, you know what I mean?
2, 5. Mac, suppose Mrs. Fairborn won't change her mind. 10.
I think she will.
16.
I'm worried that the kidnappers
20.
might not call back.
25. Oh, they have to.
I hope you're right.
Strange.
What?
You always take your left shoe off first. Were you aware of that?
No, and I will not turn into a creature of habit.
Habits aren't so bad.
Like lying about one's push-ups.
You've got a bunch of nifty ones I wouldn't change for the world.
Oh, you got some nifty habits, too.
Don't you think the kidnappers will try one more time to make a deal? I mean, maybe come down in price. I would.
What?
Try again. I mean, they've gone to a lot of trouble to just take one no for an answer. Don't you agree?
It's hard to say.
Well, the first rule of salesmanship is never take no for an answer.
Mrs. Fairborn. Shut the door, Sally. Don't touch anything. Mrs. Fairborn! Stay here, Sally. Sally! Mrs. Fairborn.
What's happened?
She's dead. She's dead.
Oh, Mac.
Sally, after the telephone.
What?
If it's the kidnappers, tell them we have the money. We're ready to go through with the payoff.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
Mrs. Fairborn.
No, this isn't Mrs. Fairborn. I'm a friend of hers, but don't hang up. I have the money. She's had an accident, but she wants to ransom her husband.
$100,000?
$100,000, that's right.
Get your instructions.
When?
We'll call you back.
When will you call back?
We'll call you back.
No, I'll be here. I hung up. Mac, I'm so frightened.
You did fine, honey. Sergeant Enright, please.
What am I going to say when they call back?
Just fine. Enright, Francesca Fairborn's been murdered. Get over here right away. Charlie, that voice on the telephone, does it sound familiar to you?
No, I don't think so. Did it sound like he was talking through a handkerchief or something?
Maybe. It's something about it. I can swear I heard that voice before.
Oh, God bless you, Mac. It sounds like you're coming down with something. You've been sneezing like that for 2 days.
No, I feel fine. I must be allergic to that dog.
You're not allergic to me.
I just gotta be that dog.
You're not allergic to dogs.
No, I didn't. Must be that perfumey stuff the vet sprayed on. You think I sneeze here. You should hear how I sneeze in Carmichael's office. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That voice on the telephone.
Dr. Carmichael.
No. His assistant, a guy named, something, Ski, Berlinski. What was the name of the vet's assistant?
Bernie Belinsky.
Belinsky.
Where is she?
She's in the bedroom.
Okay, fellas.
Belinsky's about the same size as the guy I chased. Enright. Sally, could you stay here in case the kidnapper should call back?
Of course.
Okay, Enright and I have been out of visit, Carmichael.
Okay, maybe I'll call Mother to come and sit with me.
Good idea. You'll be all right. Now stay out of that bedroom.
You think they'll be open on Sundays?
Of course. A sick bunny doesn't care what day it is.
The question is, sir, why would anyone want to kill Mrs. Fairborn?
It's a good question.
Well, it could have been someone who wanted the $100,000, or it could have been the kidnappers.
No, it couldn't have been the kidnappers. They called after she was dead.
Well, then it must have been someone who was after the money. That's why that apartment was such a mess, sir. They didn't know you'd already taken it.
Maybe.
Maybe? That's not a very definite answer.
No, but it's a definite maybe.
Belinsky.
Now, just what's going on here?
He's dead.
Don't want to do such a thing.
I was going to ask you the same thing. Did he have any enemies? Any friends?
I knew little about his personal life. I can't believe he had any enemies.
Well, he had one.
Yeah. You see, you've already heard. The animals adored him. Animals, you know, have a sixth sense. Ow! The bugger bit me.
It seems such a long time ago. Poor Francesca was ringing my bell. It seems years ago. And it was only yesterday morning. She had her faults, but she was a friend.
Mother, you shouldn't dwell on it.
How she loved that animal.
I know.
She was so proud. The ribbons, the trophies. You know what? I'm going to enter Anastasia in that dog show.
Oh, Mother.
It was so important to Francesca. For months, that's all she talked about.
You don't know the first thing about dog shows.
I know it's the Nob Hill Dog Show, and I know it's taking place tomorrow afternoon at Civic Hall. I assume that's all I have to know. After all, they won't be judging me.
Lucky for Anastasia, you'd be best in show, hands down.
What a daughter.
All right, everybody freeze. Are you okay, Mrs. McMillan?
I'm okay. Here we go. Hello? It's him. Yes, I have the money. No, I don't have it on me. But I can get it, though. Tomorrow. Where? The docks. Oh, no, I'm afraid that would be entirely unsuitable. The dog show. The dog show at Civic Hall, 2 o'clock. Take it or leave it. Yes, I'll have the money in a paper bag. What do I look like? What do I look like? Well, I'm a girl. Oh. Well, I'm about 5 feet 8 inches tall. I have long brown hair. Actually, it's not long. It's long in the back, but it's kind of shaggy in the front. I have that new cut. It looks kind of good.
Question is, sir, was Belinsky killed because he was involved in the kidnapping of Mr. Fairborn, or because he was involved with the murder of Mrs. Fairborn?
The answer is probably yes to both. He was killed because he was involved in the kidnapping and knew about the murder.
Yeah,
Commissioner,
that's what I thought.
your wife is on the phone.
Near the judge's stand. Okay.
Sally.
Mac, that was just the kidnappers that called. They wanted me to deliver the money to the docks tomorrow.
Good. It's isolated. Yekel will like that.
He will?
Makes it easy to maintain surveillance.
Oh.
Oh? What do you mean, oh?
Oh, I mean, I told you what he said. I didn't tell you what I said.
Oh?
I told him that I'd deliver it to the dog show.
Oh. Well, you're not delivering it. We'll have a policewoman do it.
Oh, no, I have to do it. You see, I described myself. I even told him about my picture in the paper. If some other woman shows up, he'll know it's a trap. It's got to be me.
It's all that confusion, Sally, all those people. It's too dangerous. No.
We can't just let Mr. Fairborn die.
I really don't care what arrangements have been made. You have no right to use that money, Commissioner.
I think I have. And I have every confidence that Mr. Fairborn would back me up in this matter.
I am certain that he would, but speaking as executor of Mrs. Fairborn's estate, I can assure you that he's not one of the heirs and would be in no position to make restitution should the ransom not be recovered.
When I last spoke with Mrs. Fairborn, she indicated a change of heart. I got the impression that she'd decided to ransom her husband.
I disagree.
But morally...
I am not a priest, Mrs. McMillan. I'm a lawyer. And legally, I'm saying that your husband will be held responsible if anything should happen to that money. Are you prepared for that contingency?
Tell me, if the kidnappers decide to kill Fairborn, are you prepared to accept the responsibility for his death? Come on, Sally. Now, don't be nervous.
I won't.
Just be cool. You've been under surveillance at all times.
I know.
And don't be scared. There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Matt,
What?
if you tell me one more time there's nothing to worry about, I have a hunch I'm going to begin to worry.
It's nearly 2 o'clock. Mrs. McMillan, now you be very, very careful. There's nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Sergeant. Here I go. Thanks, Matt.
She's quite a girl. She's got the moxie of a Marine.
Yeah, but some legs on that Marine. Well, I mean, even without the moxie, she'd still be quite a Marine. Girl.
Francis X. Loman, please report to the superintendent's office. Albert McTaggart, report to Silky Terrier Ring number 2. Collie dogs to be judged next in ring number 4. Margaret Wells, last call for German Shepherd number 52.
Hi, Mom. Hello, back casual. Good luck, Anastasia. Be careful here.
Judge John Dillon to ring number 7. Calling Old English Sheepdog number 24 to ring number 3. Francis X. Loman, please report to the superintendent's office.
Hello, Doc. How's your bundle?
Oh, very well, thank you.
I'm Shirley.
Albert McTaggart, report to Silky Terrier, ring number 2.
What's the matter, sir?
I think Carmichael uses dog spray for cologne.
Look, I'm gonna go around that way again.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Mrs. McMillan?
Yes.
Valley dogs to be judged next in ring number 4.
Fellow told me there's a phone call for you in the lobby.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Margaret Wells, the last call for German Shepherd number 52. Obedience dogs number 81, 95, and 27. Ring number 5. John Allen to ring number 7.
Stop that man! Stop that man! Stop the dog! Stop it! Hey, you want ours? Stop that man!
Sally, you all right?
He got the money, Mac. There he is. There he goes, Mac. The man in the red coat.
Hey, you! Somebody stop that man!
On your feet.
You're under arrest.
Hey, what's going on here?
We'll ask the questions here.
Commissioner.
What is it?
That's our lunch. Fifi's and mine.
Why were you running?
Because you were chasing me.
Oh.
Why were you chasing me?
The bag.
You thought I swiped your lunch? Would you care for half? It's only tuna fish.
No. Yes, thanks. What happened back there?
Oh, well, it seems our friend came up with a very unique distraction. A couple of lady dogs in the mood for love, you know what I mean?
Is it all right if I go now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm very sorry.
I hope you find your lunch.
He's a good-natured fella.
Yeah, considering you just mugged him.
You know what?
What?
The human race neglects its real heroes, you know that?
I'll buy that. Any hero in particular?
Well, the man who invented the martini, for one. Every park has a statue. Every statue of some guy sitting on a horse with his sword at his side. Where, oh where, is the statue of the man who first rode into battle armed with only 6 parts gin and a squidge of vermouth?
Here, here. I'm with you. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Hello? Yes? Right. 20 minutes.
What's the matter?
It was Jekyll. Fairborn's turned up.
Commissioner.
What's the story?
A patrolman over at North Beach spotted him when he was grazed by a car. He thought he was drunk. He was staggering around, his clothes were a mess, but when he questioned him, he found out it was Fairborn.
How is he?
Oh, he's all right. Cuts and bruises. Doctor says he was drugged, but he'll be okay by tonight or tomorrow.
Was any help at all?
According to the officer who found him, Fairborn wasn't very much help at all. He remembered parking his car at the vet's, and that's it.
Maybe when he wakes up, he'll remember some more. Yeah, that's a maybe, but there's one thing for sure. When he wakes up, somebody's got to tell him that his wife's been murdered.
Who could do such a thing?
We don't know yet. We'd like to ask you, who'd do such a thing?
I don't know. She could be outrageous. It was just her way, but she never hurt anyone. No one could hold a grudge against Francesca. Could it have been a robbery?
Could have. Your apartment was ransacked. But until you check things over, we won't know if anything's missing.
The doctor says I can go home later today. I'll check things out and let you know.
We'd appreciate that.
Look, thanks for coming here like this. I know it couldn't have been an easy thing for you to do. Thank you.
How many times do you brush your hair?
100 strokes.
Every night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have your habits, I have mine.
Are you trying to gaslight me?
What?
Drop it already before I go bananas.
What?
The other shoe.
Oh.
What's on your mind?
Something about habits.
Oh, Mac, I really don't mean to make you self-conscious.
No, it's not that. It's just something to do with this case, and I don't know what, and it's really gnawing at me.
Why don't you sleep on it? It'll come to you in the morning.
Wait a minute.
You sure know how to make a girl feel wanted.
The ransom note. Francesca wouldn't let me take the ransom note on Saturday, and yet yesterday it was gone. Whoever ransacked the apartment took the note, left a lot of jewelry on Francesca, but took the note. Why?
Maybe the kidnappers put his return address on the letter.
Maybe he did.
He did what?
Well, not a return address necessarily, but some sort of giveaway.
Maybe he was afraid that the police could trace the typewriter.
It wasn't typed. It was put together with letters cut from a newspaper.
I know it had an out-of-town postmark.
It wasn't mailed. If it had been, Fairborn would have received his own ransom note when he checked the mail on Saturday morning.
Then someone must have slipped it into Francesca's mailbox later that morning. Or...
Or what?
Or... I don't know what.
Yeah, this is about the right size.
Right size for what? Why are you getting dressed?
To conduct an experiment. Where are you going?
With you. You know you can't get a cab at this time of night.
A cab?
You keep forgetting you've been grounded.
It's a habit.
Too late, Pavlov. Clues. We're after clues.
Doesn't fit.
Oh, here, you could fold it.
The envelope wasn't folded. That's the point. You need a key. George Fairborn has a key. Where's the phone?
No, it's nothing important, Commissioner. You didn't disturb me. What? Yeah, I'm on my way. Oh, nobody makes house calls anymore. No one but cops and crooks.
You see? No way. Fairborn wasn't checking the mail. He was delivering it.
We'll go upstairs and get him. You better get Mrs. McMillan out of the way.
Right. I'll take her home. I'll call you as soon as I know
Yeah.
anything.
Be careful, Mac.
Sally, that's Fairborn! Sally! Stop, you get out and call the police. I'll follow it.
Watch this, Mac. I can get him when we go around the corner. If we wait for the police, we'll never get him.
Faster, Sally, faster. Maybe we can get nabbed for speeding.
I know. I can catch him.
Sally!
Stay down. It's not safe. Don't worry about them. Worry about
I'll
Fairborn.
worry about him. I'll worry about the traffic, too. I don't want to get you killed.
I really can't make it, Mac. I'm a good driver. I think we're gaining on him.
Now, I'm going to find a squad car, Sally, and you've got to be careful.
Yes, sir.
That was pretty close.
You're telling me? We've got him now, Mac.
He's turning into the garage. Sally, Sally!
We've got him now.
Sally, get back! There's gas leaking! Come on.
Mac!
Sally!
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. The ransom money. Over here!
All right, Mac? Yeah, fine. Get him out of here. I'll get the fire.
Well, it all seems to be here, sir. Well, I guess it was Fairborn who killed Belinsky, huh? Right, Commissioner?
Yeah, they were probably partners in the deal, weren't they? Fairborn figured I might recognize Belinsky's voice on the phone.
He killed him, right? Some guy to go into business with, huh?
Yeah.
Mac, now can we get back to what we were doing?
Oh, you mean you were asleep, too?
Sergeant, you're so sweet.
Well, I think I'll take my tuna fish sandwich back to the station. Good night.
Now, you figure that Fairborn came back to steal a letter, and then he killed Francesca when she found him in the apartment, right?
Right. Almost. He came back to steal the money and murder his wife deliberately. Saw the letter and realized his mistake.
Yes, but when the police found him, he was drugged.
Sedatives. Self-administered.
You're amazing.
Let's get something to eat.
I've got an idea. Come here.
On a full stomach? Aren't you supposed to wait 15 minutes?
That's swimming.
Oh, okay.
2, Sergeant Enright. Proceed to cable car barn. Warning, suspect is armed. Code 2, Code 2.
Watch out, Commissioner!
One back there.
Commissioner, next time you should stake out the corner and I should cover the exit.
Yes, Enright, we'll have to work that out.
All right, buddy, let's go. It's the end of the line for you.
Charlie, better start cutting that bedboard. We'll have this out to the house in an hour for you, Mrs. McMillan. I know what it's like to have a backache.
I really appreciate it. Oh, I've been sleeping on the floor for the last 2 nights, and my husband really hates it.
Hates to sleep alone.
No, he hates sleeping on the floor.
Why does your husband sleep on the... Oh.
Okay, lady, I'm a friend of the commissioner's.
What are you doing here?
Well, I followed you.
You beat me.
Well, I came in the window. You shouldn't leave them open. Burglars.
I don't think I caught your name.
I'm Soup Metzger. I got a message.
Soup?
Yes, soup. S-O-U-P. Soup like you drink. Most people say you eat soup, but you don't. You drink it. I got a message for the commissioner.
Well, he should be home shortly. Would you like to come in?
I can't.
Then may I come in?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Commissioner, what do you think would happen if I turned on the siren?
We'll get a headache.
Where is he? I gotta get back to the Ark.
The Ark?
I wouldn't have taken a chance like this, but it was the commissioner who saved my life. Any other lawyer, innocent or not, I'd get the gas chamber. I owe him.
Would a drink help?
No, I don't drink the hard stuff.
Soft stuff?
No stuff.
Some soup.
Well, no, I can't. I gotta go. Look, tell the commissioner to meet me at the old place.
Where are you going? We have a front door, you know.
Oh, they might be out there.
evening, Commissioner.
Good evening, Mildred.
I quit.
Again?
Not again. Final.
You can't quit today.
Why not?
It's your day off.
Okay, then I quit as of yesterday.
All right. Tell me.
Well, you won't believe it. I was sleeping in my own bed. It's my day off, and a strange man comes in the kitchen window. Oh, very shifty guy. The eyes, nose to one side. He walked like that.
How tall was he?
I don't know. I didn't get a good look at him.
It's okay, Mildred. He was a friend.
Friends come in through doors, not through windows.
What about family? Do they get to come through doors?
Oh, yeah.
How about this friend? Who was he?
His name was Soup Metzger.
What did he want?
Well, he had a message for you. It was very important.
Well, what was it?
Oh, he didn't leave it. He wanted to talk to you. He was afraid to wait.
When will he be back?
Oh, he's not coming back. He said for you to meet him at the old place.
What old place?
What old place? I assumed you knew. I mean, if somebody says the old place, I assume it's some old place that you know.
Sally, if some old friend out of your distant past said, meet me at the old place, would you know what he meant?
Mm-hmm. Girls' John, 3rd floor, across from the chemistry lab.
Yeah.
You're gonna meet him at the Girls' John?
No. He used to work in the cable car power plant. Oh, no.
What's wrong with the cable car power plant?
Nothing.
You're not going, are
I
you?
have to go. If Soup says it's important, it's important.
Mac!
Soup! Commissioner, sorry I was followed by big shoes. Your house gonna be robbed tonight. Soup.
Robbed?
Shh. Mildred will hear you.
Robbed?
Mildred heard you. There's nothing to worry about, Mildred. There's a policeman stationed outside. We're going to be home tonight.
Oh, no, we're not.
No, we're not. Where are we going?
We're going to Alex and Connie's for dessert and coffee, but first we're all meeting at the costume company.
Sally?
Mac, I'm the co-chairman. You can't just...
I am not wearing a costume. I hate the idea.
Well, at least you could wear something simple, like a pirate's costume.
I'll wear a business suit. That's a now pirate costume. Some soup, Sally?
Oh, I'd be delighted.
But I didn't think it was that funny.
Oh, that's the best part I ever heard.
I'd like that one myself. Listen, what time will you be coming home?
Long before your movie is over.
We'll drop you off, Mildred.
Oh, I'm meeting Agnes.
Agnes? Who's Agnes?
Agnes, the Hussain's new maid.
Oh, it's on the way. We'll pick her up.
Commissioner?
Yes?
Can I talk to you a minute?
Yes, excuse me.
All we know is that we're checking out everything.
I wish I knew what they were saying. And I don't think Mr. McMillan told us everything about his meeting with Soup.
The policeman is telling the commissioner about a bullet. It was a .38 caliber.
What bullet?
The commissioner was shot at by a size 15 shoe today. They found billiard chalk on a footprint. They've got leads on a couple of suspects.
I knew he was keeping something from us.
The policeman says they're getting nowhere locating Soup.
Mildred, how do you do it? At this distance and with them mumbling like that? How do you hear everything?
I'm a maid. Nobody tells us anything, but we're expected to know everything.
Oh, who expects you to know everything?
Other maids.
Oh.
Welcome. It is good to see you. Forgive me, I do not remember your face, but your blood is familiar.
Tom, you look sensational.
Doesn't he? How does she recognize me in this makeup?
What makeup?
Where's Janet?
Just you wait. It's a divine surprise. How's your back?
Oh, it hurts. How did you know?
The way you're moving. You really should do something for that.
Like sleeping in a coffin with a stake through my heart. I got that bedboard you advised, Doctor.
It's pretty painful, Tom. Isn't there something she could take?
Yes. Exercise. Fencing, for instance. I recommend it strongly.
Janet, you look fabulous.
Doesn't she? I've done the whole Prue series. You should see my Eeyore.
Hello, Mac.
Hi, Janet.
You know, you should really ask Alex to teach you how to fence because he's really a terrific teacher.
He didn't take a penny for the lessons.
Would you like to try on your costumes?
I'm not wearing any.
Then you should be the smash of the party.
Oh, I'd like to try mine on.
Come.
Alex, got a new pupil for you.
My price for ladies is very unreasonable, but very pleasant. How are you, Sally?
Fine. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Mac.
Hi.
Hey! Hey! You think I look like a dog?
Whatever it is, you're the next size.
Sally.
Hi.
Where's Mac? Oh, hi, Mac.
Is Chuck here?
No, I don't know where he is. He's supposed to meet me half an hour ago. Maybe he's at work.
Stockbrokers never work, and at that, they quit in the middle of the afternoon.
Come along, Mrs. McMillan. Let's get you suited up.
Hey, Alex, where's Connie?
Behind you.
Marie. Marie Antoinette, my queen.
All right. You in the suit. Meet me in the buttery at the stroke of midnight. Let us eat cake.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Chuck.
I'm sorry I'm late, honey.
Oh, where were you? Oh, honey, you've got something on your jacket.
Is it blood?
It looks like blood.
A cat was run over. I stopped and took it to the SPCA. The vet says he's going to be all right.
That was very nice of you. You better get into your costume.
You better get into yours.
What are you going to be, Chuck?
Casanova, of course.
Oh, then you don't have to change.
Hello, Connie.
Hi, Jeff. Hey, Alex, let's get out of these things and go home and get everything ready, okay?
See you later.
I'm ready.
Aren't you going to try on your costume?
Alex, the door, the lights.
We've been robbed.
The jewelry, the necklace is still there.
Hello? Oh, hi, Commissioner.
No, you didn't disturb me. Where? When? What? Okay, I'll get a robbery detail right on it. Yeah, I'll be there in a couple minutes myself, sir. No, it's just a few blocks from me.
Good night.
Why would they go to all the trouble of opening the safe and not steal the jewelry?
'Tis a paradox.
'Tis a paradox?
Yes, a paradox.
A paradox, a most unusual paradox. Ho, 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 a paradox.
What's going on?
I used to study singing. I thought I might go into it as a profession.
Well, you made the right choice.
I'm finished, Commissioner. It's all yours.
Thank you. I wonder if this could be a replacement.
A fake? Wouldn't they close the door of the safe? That way no one would know that the original had been taken.
Well, they might have heard the maid coming home, and then they had to get off in a hurry.
The maid didn't come home. She went to the movies with Mildred.
Well, something must have scared them off.
Connie, who sold you this necklace?
Alex bought it for me.
It's from Rochemont, an original design. Why?
I'd like to have it authenticated.
Oh, sure. I'll take it in tomorrow and have it checked.
Good.
Would you like some coffee?
Oh, you must be exhausted. Unless,
Oh, no, we'll go. Nothing more we can do here.
Mac, thank you very much.
Sorry it had to happen, Alex.
And you, Sergeant. Good night. Good
I
night.
hate to mention it, but there's one more thing you can do for me.
Name it.
Let me have my necklace back.
Oh. Keep it in a safe place.
it's Mildred, Mac.
What is?
Mildred, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just didn't want to go in the house till somebody came home. How much?
Well, that's all right, Mildred. I'll get it.
No, thanks. It's my fare. I'll pay it.
No, I'll get it.
No, really, I insist.
I'll do it, Mildred. How much, driver?
$9.70.
$9.70?
$9.70.
It wasn't a very long movie.
Can't handle that, Mac.
Why not?
That's a 20. Company policy. We're not supposed to carry a lot of dough.
Sally, do you have any cash?
Sorry, darling, no.
Mildred, can I borrow some money?
I don't have any.
You don't have any? You just offered to pay the taxi. In fact, you insisted on it.
Yeah, but I knew you wouldn't let me.
All right, give me what change you got.
Sorry. It might help to write City Hall.
Why?
We could carry more change if we had better protection. And believe me, if there's anything that needs changing in this town, it's that police commissioner. Thanks, Mac.
I hope it doesn't get in the papers, Sally.
What? What happened?
Oh, well, the Dusain house was broken into.
No.
Well, now, Mildred, take it easy. No one was hurt. Nothing was stolen. It was just broken into, that's all.
Boy, that minestrone was right. A soup. He said there was going to be a robbery, only he had the wrong address.
How did you like the movie? Did you and Agnes like it?
Oh, yeah, it was fine. It was a Danish mystery. A lot of naked murderers.
Now, Mildred, as I told you before, no burglar's going to break into this house. We don't have anything of great value, other than you.
You know, Commissioner, for a Scotsman, you got a lot of blarney in you.
Now you just relax and you get a good night's rest.
It's easy for you to talk. You got a cop to sleep with.
This is one of those inside-out, upside-down cases that my father would have loved. Nothing fits.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that fits me in this bed. I'm exhausted. Sally, what did you do to this bed?
I put a bedboard in it. Makes my back feel better.
You're supposed to put it under the mattress.
Oh. How was I supposed to know? It didn't come with instructions in it.
The floor is softer than this.
Why don't we just get down to what's really bothering you?
Agnes. Mildred said she went to the theater with Agnes.
What's bothering you about that?
But she didn't say. Mildred, the great warrior of all time, not one question about her friend.
Well, you said right off the bat, nearly the minute that we walked into the door, that nothing was taken, that everyone was okay.
True, but not one word like, how is she?
Is she upset? Where is she? Why isn't she home?
How do you know she's not home?
I left instructions with a policeman there to call me when she gets in.
Everyone's missing. Agnes is missing. Soup is missing. The man that shot at you is missing.
How did you know that? Will you grab the sheet?
Well, Mildred happened to overhear you when you were talking to the policeman.
Happened to overhear.
Well, Mac, I don't like the idea about you getting shot at.
On that particular subject, you can take second place behind me. But right now, I like having you very much in front of me. Hey, what about your back? You shouldn't have been lifting all that.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello. But who? Who's going to be there? No, wait a minute, don't hang up. I want to talk.
What's wrong?
It was Soup. He's trying to help, and he's frightened.
Where are you going?
Out.
Well, I could have figured out that you were going out.
He says I'll meet somebody interesting if I go to the Hammond building, room 1201.
Do you think it could be Big Shoes?
I don't know. But I'll soon find out.
Take care, Mac.
It's company policy.
What's that for?
I don't want to lose my place.
Right here. Yes, Commissioner, I'll be right there. No, sir. I wasn't doing anything, just relaxing and reading and catching up on last week's newspaper. Yeah, goodbye. Wait up for me. He's alive. Call an ambulance.
I'm going up to the 12th floor.
Emergency? Enright here. Send an ambulance squad over to the Hammond building right away, please.
Take anything you want, but don't take my life. It's all yours. Anything.
How do I call downstairs?
Dial 4.
Enright, it's Big Shoes. He's on his way downstairs. Be careful.
But, sir, next time I should be the one to go upstairs alone, and you should be the one to do the phoning.
Yes, we'll have to work that out. You're Corlino?
Yes, sir.
I'm Commissioner of Police. What are you doing here at 2:30 in the morning?
Working.
The man in the hallway. What was his name and what was he doing here?
I haven't got the faintest idea. Maybe he came to rob me.
Maybe you had a prearranged meeting with him.
Oh, no, sir. No.
You had no meeting with anyone? Hello, Chuck.
How'd you know I was here?
If you're going to have a secret meeting, you'll have to be a little bit more careful. I saw your name in the log downstairs.
A secret meeting with my name on the log? Isn't that what an honest man would do? Well, you're probably wondering why I'm here.
You can eliminate probably.
Well, Mr. Carlino's a very good client of mine. He works late and he sleeps late, and he wanted me to buy some stocks for his account first thing in the morning when the market opened.
Why didn't you handle it by phone?
It was a rather large private transaction in the amount of $45,000 in cash.
In cash?
I have this problem with my wife. I don't like checks clearing through the account.
Where's the $45,000?
Right here.
Excuse me, sir, but Big Shoe's got away.
The guard okay?
Yes, he's on his way to the hospital.
This is a friend of mine, Chuck Forrest.
Hi.
Hi. Henry, count this, will you?
Undoubtedly, this explains the presence of the man you were chasing, the robber. He must have known my habits.
Neat.
Neat but not gaudy. You can't blame me for going after a nice commission now, can you, Mac? Well, if you don't need me any longer, stockbrokers have to get up and to work at 5 o'clock, remember?
Sometimes at 2:15.
Mr. Corlino, I'll send a bonded messenger over for the money.
That's fine.
Good night, Mac.
Good night, Chuck. Mr. Corlino, let me ask you something. You're a jeweler. Are you by any chance familiar with the Dusain necklace?
Commissioner, you're a policeman. Do you really expect me to answer this without the benefit of an attorney?
No. But perhaps you'd better alert him. Hi, good book?
Oh.
What are you doing now?
Oh, I was just gonna, I can't think of a good lie. I was worried about you.
You've got to learn not to worry.
That's what this book is about. What's worrying you?
The more involved I get in this case, the more it involves our friends. Alex and Connie were robbed. Soup is hiding someplace, probably in danger. And I just met Chuck in an all-night jeweler's. Sally, women talk to one another. Do you know if any of our friends are having money problems?
No. Let's go to bed.
Wait a minute. That let's go to bed was not a let's go to bed. It was a let's not talk about it. Let's go to bed.
You're so smart. I don't know why I worry about you. Let's go to bed.
Sally.
It's Alex.
Alex.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Forget it.
You can't forget something like, it's Alex.
I know. I'm sorry. It's all right. It's my fault. I shouldn't have brought it up. I can't say any more about it.
Yes, you can. What about Alex?
I promised Connie that I wouldn't tell anybody.
I'm your husband.
Yeah, I know. You're my husband to me. But to Connie, you're anybody.
Well, Sally, you know that anything you tell me, I'll hold in confidence.
I know, Mac. But I was told to hold what I was told in confidence. Now, if I tell you, I'll be violating that confidence in the belief that you will keep the confidence. But what's to prevent you from revealing that confidence to someone that you feel equally confident will keep the confidence?
Sally, you're withholding evidence.
Mac, I'm going to trust you.
Good.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, Connie indicated that she and Alex were having a little rough go of it financially. Now, about a week ago, when we were all at the theater, I think, now I'm not sure, but I think that Connie was trying to sell the necklace.
Well, if you're right, Connie's desperate. You don't think she'd arrange to have the necklace stolen so she could claim the insurance, do you?
What a terrible thing to say.
It's also meaningless because the necklace wasn't stolen. Let's go to bed.
Oh, sure, you can sleep. You're not guilty. You didn't violate a confidence. I wasn't withholding evidence. I was withholding nothing.
Sally.
She was confident that I would keep her confidence. But you said that it was evidence, and evidently you think that evidence justifies violating a confidence. Where are we going?
To bed.
I had that feeling.
Morning, Commissioner.
Who left me this note?
Mrs. McMillan.
Well, it's in your handwriting.
Oh, I know. She was in a hurry. She asked me to write it down.
Well, what does it say?
Gee, I don't know. I can't read it.
Do you remember what she said to write down?
Yeah. She said to tell you that she didn't want to waken you. She was in a hurry, and she'd be at the club decorating the ballroom all day. Doesn't seem to be what I wrote down here.
That's good enough.
What would you like this morning, Commissioner?
Oh, just a cup of coffee. What are you nervous about?
Nervous?
Yeah, hands are shaking.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Don't you feel well?
I'm feeling guilty. That's what I'm feeling. Commissioner, I'm an accessory. I violated the trust you put in me.
What did you do?
Well, Commissioner. Commissioner, Agnes never went to the movie.
What?
Well, she got a headache just before we went in. I said I'd go home with her, but she insisted I stay. And then when you came home and told me her place had been ransacked and you didn't even mention Agnes, well, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to incriminate her. I called her early this morning, and she never came home. Oh, Commissioner, I've withheld evidence, but I didn't want to violate a confidence. But evidently the evidence that I didn't want to violate was a violation of the confidence that you placed in me.
Mildred, are you secretly the mother of that woman I married?
Hi, Mac. Good morning.
Good morning. Sally, this is urgent. I gotta find Sue, and I'll try to put it together. Where did he say he lived?
He said Ark, Mac.
You sure he said Ark, not Park?
Oh, no, I'm sure, Mac, because when he said Ark, I thought of 2 by 2, twins. Wouldn't it be nice to have twins?
Yeah. We'll have to get together on that.
Bye, Mac.
The machine's malfunctioning, sir.
How long will it be before we get a report on Agnes?
It shouldn't be very long.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to meet the mayor in 20 minutes. That is, if the elevator strike is settled.
I didn't know the mayor was negotiating the elevator strike.
He's not. He's stranded on the 38th floor of the Equitable building.
Oh, that must be Dallas now, sir.
What does it say?
It says the machine is working. Here it is, Dallas, Texas. Agnes Willoughby, domestic servant. Charged and convicted, 1951, theft of ring.
Put out an APB on her. What about Big Shoes? Anything on him?
Nothing as yet, sir, but I've got 2 men checking every shoe store in town.
If you find a pair of tan loafers my size, let me know. What about my friend, Chuck Forrest?
Well, the lab reports that it was animal blood on the coat and everything else checks out. He did take an injured cat to the SPCA at the time he stated.
Good. What about our friendly round-the-clock jeweler, Carlino? Anything on him?
Negative.
Anything on Soup?
Negative.
This whole case is negative.
Affirmative.
We gotta find out where Soup lives. We don't want to lose him.
Sir, Mrs. McMillan was the last one to spend any time with Soup. Do you remember if she remembers his saying anything that'll help us?
Well, I remember asking her, but she didn't remember anything, remember?
Great lunch. How'd you ever find that place?
A friend of Mac's who's a soup freak told me that they had the best chowder in town.
Thanks for picking up the check.
Forget it. Next time it'll be your turn.
I hope so. May I tell you something in confidence?
Absolutely not.
Oh, Sally, please. I just gotta talk to someone, and you are my best friend. Chuck's business is really doing terribly.
Please don't tell me. My husband is the commissioner of police. Before that, he was the best criminal attorney in town. He gets everything out of me. He even knows my age, so don't tell me. Noah's Ark. That's it, the Ark.
The Ark?
That's where he lives. I've got to find a phone. There must be a phone around here.
There.
Okay, I'll check back in an hour.
Don't close this. I have to call my husband.
Lady, this is the police call box. Business only.
Well, this is a business call. My husband is the commissioner of police.
Oh, sure he is.
He is. Call him up and ask him. This is an emergency. I am Mrs. McMillan. Tell him I have the soup information that he needs.
The soup information?
I'm not going to say another word. Now, just call him.
Plug me through to the commissioner's office, please. Sir, this is Patrolman Dubowski. There's a young lady here who says she's your wife. Dark? Yes, sir. That too, sir. Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're the one.
Hi, Mac. Mac, I found the Ark. It's a boat.
Where?
At the Bay Marina near the entrance.
Bay Marina. Sally, you're a credit to my profession.
I'll keep an eye out until you get here.
No, you go on home. We'll take care of it.
I'll be right there, sir. Where am I going? Yes, sir. There's Big Shoes and Soup. Hold it, police! I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Mac.
I didn't know I hit him.
You didn't. I did.
Tom. Abel Kleinschmidt. Do you know him?
Patient of mine. I treated him off and on.
Was he heading for your boat for a reason?
He's been on the boat before. Probably looking for the keys. He's probably going to steal it.
Why did you shoot him?
Working on my gun, he jumped aboard. I fired. That's all that happened.
How did you happen to have him as a patient?
Somebody recommended him. I don't remember who. Look, I'm going to the hospital. See how he is.
I'll need a report from you later. How you doing?
Well, I feel lucky to be alive.
That close, huh?
Yeah. You know what?
What?
A sandwich saved me.
What?
See? The bullet got stuck in the Polish sausage. Where? Soup will be all right in a couple days, sir. Wasn't that Big Shoes, Commissioner?
Yeah. His name is Abel Kleinschmidt.
Abel Kleinschmidt. That registers.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm programming myself for Kleinschmidt.
Well, would you mind programming yourself in my office? I have work to do.
Sure, but can we stop and pick up a sandwich on the way?
Sure.
My sandwich got wounded.
I'll recommend it for a pension. What do you think of this case, Ann?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I needed that. Commissioner, that doctor, he's a friend of yours, isn't he?
Yes, I have ubiquitous friends.
Something's coming back.
And right.
Kleinschmidt, Abel, armed robbery 59, assault 63. He served 5 years in prison, but he's no innovator. Somebody has to do his thinking for him.
I figured, but who is it?
Soup would have the answer. But it'll be a couple days before we can talk to him.
Sergeant Enright, we found this. It fell out of Kleinschmidt's pocket.
Oh, thank you. Oh, boy, if I could whistle, I'd whistle.
You can't whistle?
Mm-mm. Only breathing in, not breathing out. See?
Hey, maybe Kleinschmidt was planning to go to that costume ball.
I doubt if he was on the guest list.
Well, he could have been planning to crash the party, take a second crack at the necklace.
But why? The necklace we found has to be a fake, otherwise it wouldn't have been left in the safe. Have you heard from Mrs. Dusain? Has she been to the jeweler's yet?
She said she'd be there about 20 minutes from now.
Let's go down. If you're lucky, maybe he'll bronze your sandwich for you. What's the matter, Mr. Rochemont?
I'm sorry, it isn't this. It's an unbelievable smell. Cheese or sausage. Pardon me, but it really is most distracting and unexplainable.
What about the necklace?
Oh, there's no question whatsoever.
That it's real?
Yes.
Yes? You're sure?
I created it. I know my own work. It's genuine.
Thank you. Ah, feel a lot better.
Would you like us to see you home, Connie?
Oh, thank you, Mac, but the insurance company insisted I go with their driver. See you tomorrow night. Bye.
So long, Connie. And thank you, Mr. Rochemont.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Commissioner.
Follow her.
Oh, you have a suspicion?
Nothing that good, but when in doubt, follow her.
Right.
No, sir. No one named Kleinschmidt reserved or rented a costume.
All right, if you hear anything, let me know.
I'll certainly keep in touch.
Thank you. Well, it doesn't make any sense at all, but we've got to cover that party.
I can't go on hunches. You've got no tip, no proof, no nothing.
We've got a $250,000 necklace at a costume ball and over 100 guests in disguise.
But it's impossible to cover the in and outs of a place like that without a detail of at least 20 men. Look, Commissioner. Look at all these doors. Corridors. Back, side, front entrances.
How many men can we spare?
2.
2?
All right, 3.
4.
Okay, 5. But 5's not enough.
Make it 6.
I've got a solution. Call the party off.
Maybe I can talk Connie Dusain out of wearing the necklace.
You do that and I'll kiss you.
Don't discourage me. I'll call you and let you know. Connie, do yourself a favor, will you? Don't wear the necklace to that party.
Are you telling us that you cannot protect her, Mac?
Alex? Maybe he's right.
Oh, come on, Connie. You're going to wear it. Sit down, Mac. Are you sure you don't want to drink?
No, thanks. I'm going to stay a minute. This isn't fun and games, Alex. There are ruthless people out there who are after that necklace, and I don't want to see anybody else get hurt. It's my duty to warn you of the risk.
I know about the risk, Mac. A man doesn't buy his wife a necklace worth a fortune without being aware of the risk. What good is a necklace if a woman can't wear it?
That's true, and I can't stop you. I can only tell you you're asking for trouble.
Alex, maybe I shouldn't wear it as a favor to Mac.
Connie's not worried about your necklace. He's worried about the possible embarrassment to his department.
Have it your way. I'm supposed to take care of people. And you do fall into the category of people.
Then take care of us. That's your job. But Connie's going to wear the necklace. Mac, I refuse to live in an atmosphere of terror.
Good afternoon.
Bye, Mac.
You did it again.
I did it again.
Oh, that's right. Say it like you didn't do it again.
Well, I may have done it again, and then again I may not have done it again. What are we talking about, Sally?
I call you with soup information. You go after him. Then what happens? Nothing happens. We don't hear a word. We've been nervous wrecks all day long.
Should have called the office.
I did call the office. Ann didn't know where you were. You didn't call her. She's very worried. You know, she wants me to call you if I've heard anything.
Well, there's nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. The last time you went after Soup, you got shot at.
Oh, we caught him.
You did? Thank God. Why couldn't you have called and told us?
On Tom's boat.
Maybe he wanted to buy it. Tom wants to sell that boat, you know.
He wasn't shopping. I was chasing him. How do you know Tom wants to sell his boat?
Janet told me.
Oh. In confidence.
Would you like a drink?
Yeah. I could use one. Or 2, or 3. I'm sorry I made you worry. I must have. You don't drink solo.
I'm not drinking solo. I'm keeping Mildred company. You know, when you didn't call, she got very nervous. I had to give her a drink to calm her down. To cheer her up. Make her feel better.
How's she feeling?
Better. I was looking for some gin to make you martini, but I think somebody drank it all.
I wonder who that could be. I'll make myself a scotch, Mildred. Thank you for your concern.
You really should have called. It wasn't very kind. I'm gonna go make dinner. I think.
Sally, that necklace isn't a fake. I don't like it. I know why I don't like it.
Why do I feel a sudden urge to say why?
I don't like it because I have the feeling that every one of our friends knows what's going on except me.
Well, maybe it's money, Mac. All of our friends seem to be having financial troubles.
All of them? Don't tell me, let me guess. Let's see now. We've covered Alex and Connie, Tom and Janet. So Laurie told you in confidence that Chuck needs money too.
I'm not saying a word.
You're not saying no.
I'm not saying.
Everybody's not saying. Clyde Schmidt's alive, but no help. Soup is alive, no help. Agnes is missing, no help. Carlino isn't talking. Chuck isn't talking. Tom isn't talking. Mildred's the only one that's doing some talking, and she isn't making any sense. Cheers.
Yoo-hoo, Commissioner, it's for you.
What is?
The phone.
Well, I'll take it in here.
I already took it in there. It's Chief Yackel.
Yeah, Chief. Oh, yeah?
Listen, I forgot
Right.
to say if you were in or out.
I'm in. Yeah. Well, I suppose it would be a good idea, but...
Oh.
Oh, you did?
I didn't tell him.
I
It
see.
was the
Yeah.
McMillan residence.
I'll tell him for you. Okay, Chief. I guess that's the only thing we can do. All right, thank you. Mildred.
What did Chief Yackel want?
I'm wearing a costume tonight.
Oh, Mac. I knew you'd come around. Thank you.
That kiss was under false pretenses. It's business, Sally. Connie's going to wear her necklace, and we don't want it stolen. The chief is going to augment the force, and he feels that a costume would be an excellent cover.
Well, you could have lied to me.
No, I couldn't.
Well, could I lie to me? You didn't want me to feel bad, so you decided to wear a costume. Connie's necklace is just a good excuse to do it.
Yes, Sally.
I knew you'd do it for me. Mac, are you ready? Mac, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you look so cute.
I'm not going.
Mac, you've got to. Besides, that was the only thing they had left. Now, here, I made this finishing touch just for you.
I feel like a horse is behind.
You don't look like one. Besides, you'd be a bunny's behind. Turn around. Hello? Oh. Okay, I'll tell him. Thank you. That was Chief Yackel. He's getting very nervous. The Dusains arrived early. He wants us to hurry.
Okay.
You know, I always wanted to ask.
No jokes. Remember now, no jokes.
Now, let's not hurry. You know what happened?
Do you know how fast you were? Oh, okay, Peter Rabbit, let's see your license.
Well, I don't have my license, but...
Okay, Bugs Bunny, do you want to step out of the car, please, and take a little test?
I'm Commissioner McMillan.
You know, every rabbit I stop tells me that. But you were driving over the speed limit, and you don't have your license. Now, do you want to step out of the car, please, and take a little test, or I'm going to haul you downtown?
He is Commissioner McMillan.
Yes, ma'am. Mister, don't do anything we'll both be sorry for.
I am Commissioner McMillan, and there's a robbery.
A robbery? Now, that's funny, because I haven't heard about a robbery.
I am Commissioner McMillan, and the robbery hasn't happened yet.
The robbery hasn't happened yet? Then you've got time to take a little test, all right? I want you to walk this line to about, Want to walk that, please?
Good luck, Mac.
Vehicle checks out. Belongs to a McMillan.
Thank you. That was excellent, Commissioner. Bye. Promotion.
Come on, Mac, we better hurry.
McDonald, everything okay? Good. The commissioner will be here soon.
Good evening, Sergeant. Don't you say a word.
Yes, sir. Evening, Mrs. McMillan.
Hi, Sergeant Enright. Where have you got your gun?
How's everything going?
We got devils surrounded at every entrance there. I mean, we got them at the archway over there. We've got a devil at the front door, devil at the back door, devil at the bandstand, and then a devil at the punch bowl.
Good. Where's the chief?
Oh, he's over there by the punch bowl, sir, talking to McDonald. You know, he's gone out on a limb for us. He put on 3 extra men.
Oh, yeah? Dressed as waiters, right? Right. Evening, Chief.
Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening. Nice party, you know.
Yeah. I see they took away your name and gave you a number.
Yeah, well, I was lucky to get anything the last minute. All they had left was this and some stupid Easter bunny outfit. McGonagall, let's check those,
What was that?
That's a red herring.
I don't see any of our friends.
Oh, well, there's Tom and Janet Benton dancing, and there's Laurie Forrest.
Where are the Dusanes?
Oh, they're in the anteroom.
Let's go say hello to Alex and Connie.
I'll go look for Mr. Forrest.
I hate it when you're like this. I mean, I hate it.
I don't want to talk about it. Keep him away from me. Just a little show of royal temper. Shall we return to our subject, dear?
Wow. Now I believe in the Easter Bunny. Hey, Sally, you have done a fantastic job of converting this mausoleum. I mean, it sparkles.
Not nearly as much as your necklace.
I can see some of the breaths it's taking, including my own.
Oh, Mac, relax.
I will in about 4 hours.
Dr. Tom Benton, please. Will Dr. Tom Benton please go to the phone in the main lobby?
That's the penalty for being a good doctor. Always on duty.
Hi, people. Be back in a minute, I hope.
If it is, I'd like to see the patient's face when he arrives in that outfit and suggest a transfusion.
Shall we, dear? Excuse us.
Hey, mister, you haven't even complimented me on the decorations or anything.
What? Oh.
You could get closer if we danced.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Well, you could get closer,
You mean to the necklace?
for one thing.
May I have your tail, Miss Pussycat?
It would be my pleasure. You're kidding with those feet.
Well, I think beauty contests are a vital part of our society. Hello, honey. Where you been? I've been looking all over for you.
Of course you have. She's cute for such a big girl.
I've got to tell Connie discreetly to stay where we can watch her.
Oh, Mac, you were never so graceful. Mac, are you holding something back? Do you have a tip that that necklace is going to be stolen tonight?
Yes. I got a tip from me to me.
Well, when Alex asks me to dance, you can dance with her and tell her.
Ha ha ha. What makes you think he's gonna do
Come
that?
on. A woman knows those things. Hey, Alex, would you like to dance with me?
My pleasure.
See?
Yeah. Here's your tail.
Well, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Wow, this is a super party. I mean, I've had a dozen invitations to dance. I wonder what they're after.
I hope it isn't the necklace.
Yeah, me too.
Connie, do me a favor, will you? Stay where we can watch you.
Sure. How many you are watching me?
Oh, half a squad.
Hey, I always wondered, how much is half a squad? And which ones are they?
I don't know. You should have bought a program.
Oh, you.
Sally is the most graceful panther I've danced with in years.
You are very gallant.
That's because I'm Louis II and I try hard. There you are.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everything all right?
Yes.
How is Kleinschmidt?
Still in a coma. Frankly, Mac, I'm not sure he's gonna make it.
Is that good for our side or bad for our side? He's alive. Adams, call an ambulance. And right, have the rest of the men cover the exits. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chief of Police Yackel.
They're gone.
All right, Connie, tell me exactly what happened. Excuse me.
When it got dark, they just disappeared. I think I felt a scissors. I think they were just snipped off. Look.
Out of my way. Call an ambulance. It's Gregoria. You know, the costumer.
Did you find the necklace?
Not on the body.
Well, we tracked all along the escape route. We couldn't find it either.
Mac, I can't sleep.
I can.
Oh, Mac, my back. I've got tension knots all up and down it.
What happened to the fencing lessons? Alex called off?
Oh, no, he said it would be good to keep our date tomorrow, keep our minds off things.
That's a good idea.
I can't sleep until I get everything straight. Now, Kleinschmidt was working for Gregorian, and Gregorian masterminded the whole thing, right?
I think that there were two people after the necklace. Gregorian and someone else. And the other one got it. And now, good night.
You can't say goodnight after you said someone else got it. How do you know two people were involved?
Because there were two plans to blow the lights.
Maybe one of them was a backup plan for the other one.
I don't think so. Good night.
Good night, Mac. Mac, who do you think was after the necklace?
If I answer that, will you let me get some sleep?
Yes?
I don't know.
Mac, you must have some idea who was after it.
Well, it was whoever fired the gun.
How do you know it wasn't Gregorian who fired the gun?
There would be nitrate residue on his sleeve. The gun wasn't traceable, but whoever fired it will have traces of nitrate on his sleeve.
I know that. I used to do the gunpowder test for my dad.
And now let's get some sleep.
Okay. Mac, do you think that one of the people that was known for a real long time could have been pressured into doing something like this about us there?
What?
Do you think one of our friends did it?
Well, if you're asking if one of our friends is an attempted murderer, the answer is yes.
Well, I can't hear a word you're saying.
I said yes, it's possible.
Commissioner, you'll never guess. Oh, I didn't knock. I always knock. I mean, I knock even when there's no reason to knock. I should have knocked.
Come in, Mildred.
Commissioner, Agnes is downstairs. She feels very badly that she didn't go to the police, but she was afraid the police would think she'd done it because of her record, and then she'd get fired.
Agnes, what happened Wednesday night?
She came home with a terrible headache, and she saw that big man open the safe and take out the necklace. She was terrified.
Go on, Agnes.
He looked at the necklace and put it back in the safe, and then turned around and saw her watching him. Oh, she ran.
Agnes, now this is important. If you had a headache, why didn't you stay home?
Because Mr. and Mrs. Dusain insisted that she go out.
Agnes, is that true?
Thank you, Agnes. You've been very helpful.
Commissioner, you've made Agnes very happy today.
I don't think Alex and Connie are going to say the same.
Mac, it wasn't a fake.
Kleinschmidt and Gregorian knew it was a fake. That's why they left it in the safe.
It was not a fake.
You had a copy made, didn't you, Connie?
Why would I put a copy in the safe?
Because of your husband. You didn't want him to know you'd allowed the real necklace to be pawned.
Mac, you were there when the jeweler authenticated my necklace.
The authentication was what created the problem. You made Chuck go down to Corlina's and borrow the real necklace.
Chuck? Oh, come on, Mac.
You were followed when you left the jeweler's. The detectives saw you and Chuck exchanging packages. You obviously switched back to the phony necklace to wear at the ball.
Boy. I feel safe in a city with a police commissioner as perceptive as you are.
Connie, if Chuck dies, you could be an accessory to murder. Do you understand that? Now, for the last time, was that necklace a fake?
Yes.
All right. Now I need to know who stole the necklace at the ball.
Why don't you just go on? You seem to have theorized it beautifully.
I think you stole your own necklace to cover up the deception, which is not a crime, Connie, unless you file an insurance claim. The only thing you're guilty of so far is a lover's indiscretion.
I stole the necklace myself. I needed money.
For Chuck?
Yes. So he could cover stock manipulations. I love him.
So you did it for Chuck. And Alex Did it for you.
Alex.
He didn't want you to know he needed the money. He was afraid he'd lose you. So he set up the first robbery with Gregorian to get the insurance money.
For me?
There's a bitter irony in it, Connie. If Alex hadn't stolen for you, he never would have found out about your infidelity.
Alex shot Chuck?
Yes. Enright.
Yes, sir.
Get on down to Gregorian's and check Alex's costume before it's dry cleaned. The possibility it might have nitrate on the sleeve. I'll pick up Alex.
Yes, sir.
You want to stay here a while?
Can I?
Sure.
I need a minute or two to catch my breath, sort out my life.
Stay as long as you like. Very reasonable rates.
You're a very special man, Mac. I hope Sally realizes that.
I remind her of it every night. If you need anything, ask my secretary, huh?
You know, I'm really looking forward to this, Alex. But I've got to warn you, I only know two things about fencing. Douglas and Fairbanks.
Don't worry, Sally. I'll teach you.
Okay.
Pick a foil. One that feels good to you. Try this. Good? Follow me.
Good. Oh, Alex, here's your costume. I'll return it for you. I've got to take ours back, too.
Oh, no, thank you, Sally. I'll bring it back myself on Monday.
$27.50 a day? Not to mention the weekend. You'll be losing. I'm glad to do it, Alex.
No, thank you, Sally.
Listen, I'm going there anyway. Why not? Anyway, this one needs cleaning. It's got, looks like nitrate. On the sleeve.
You're a very bright girl, Sally. But that was very stupid. What do you know?
Well, I don't know if I know what I know. I mean, I probably don't know half as much as I know, you know? Why don't we start fencing?
We are fencing, Sally.
Oh, maybe we better quit.
You put yourself in a very unfortunate situation.
Alex, if you've got something to hide, why don't you just go to Mac and tell him? I'm sure he'll do everything he can to help you.
Now, that's not my nature, Sally. You don't know me.
Alex, you broke the tip off your foil.
I regret to say that there's going to be a terrible fencing accident. On guard.
Ah!
I can't kill you outright, Sally. I'll have to make it look like an accident.
Kill me? You're not kidding.
I am afraid not.
Ow! Alex, stop this. You don't want to kill me.
That's true, but I have to. Fight back.
How can I? Alex, stop this. Alex, stop this!
Alex! I'm leaving Mac, and she's leaving with me.
Don't be foolish.
Hold it. One more step, Commissioner, and you'll be a widower. Come on.
Oh, Mac, here. Go on, go on. Mac, watch it. I'll call the cops.
Do that.
Get me the police. Right.
Book him.
Yes, sir.
Burglary, attempted murder.
Listen, Commissioner, next time, You should pick up the clothing, and I should pick up the suspect.
Yes, Enright, we'll have to work that out.
Oh, I'm glad it's over. Guess what? My back is fine. I think it was the fencing.
Good, good. Now we can take the board out of the bed.
Be my pleasure.
Hello? Yes, this is he. Right. Good. Okay.
What was that?
Good news. Sue, it's gonna be okay.
Oh, good.
Mildred? I thought you might be interested in knowing you can rest easy. The man who comes through windows is going to be just fine. And from now on, we'll come through the front door. And don't disturb us, Mildred. Yeah, we will, and thank you. Good night.
That was sweet of you to need an excuse to call Mildred so that she wouldn't disturb us.
Well, I mean, now that the board's coming out of the bed. Sally? Sally?
I got to lock it on the floor, Mac.